All right, I'm gonna start with this. I'm not gonna say this channel has been the most beautiful or professional or whatever the case may be for YouTube. I know it definitely fits some people's preferences, but not everyone's, and that's okay. I aim to get better with these videos. I aim to get more content out there. I aim to do all of these things and have fun learning along the way. And I hope you guys are getting something good out of it too. This week is gonna be a little bit different. I'm shooting this video the day before leaving for Chicago. I'll be in Chicago for probably 5 days and don't know when I'll be able to shoot something next, especially with this new guy here. So if you hadn't seen last week's video, I just got the Elegoo Centauri Carbon 2, which is an FDM printer, and I'm very excited to use it for the first time, and that's what this video is going to be about. So as you guys can see here, this new printer is absolutely beautiful, ready to go, ready to print. So if they don't come totally assembled, that's okay. That's normal for these things to come in multiple pieces. That's part of the whole creative process too. You get to learn how to assemble a 3D printer in a way, I guess. Is that fun for you guys? Leave it in the comments. I enjoyed the process. It was a learning experience and I had a lot of fun putting it together myself. So now I'm gonna get to printing something on this thing. But first, I don't know if you guys noticed, but there is no filament on the actual printer yet. That's because it didn't come pre-assembled. For those who didn't catch that part, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the filament on here. What's cool about this filament specifically from Elegoo is it has the RFID in it. So we're able to scan up here that little RFID chip, program it into which position it is, and it pretty much knows that it's in the system there, and then we just feed it through the tube into the extruder and all of those wonderful things. And I think I got the terms right. Don't hold it against me if I didn't. I'm learning along the way, but please correct me, I'm all for it. That said, today's print is going to be a boat. I know Elegoo comes pre-packaged with some of these sample prints here. So what I'm gonna do is the Elegoo boat. It's gonna be very cool, and it's gonna be a bath toy for my daughter, my little baby girl, while I'm gone in Chicago. So hopefully she's using this by the time this video comes out. I'm printing this the night before my flight, so we're gonna see how this goes. I may pass out later, I don't know, but I do wanna print it. So first, let's get the filament loaded by going to, there's a filament tab here, and we are going to hit section 1. Beep, 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 beep. Again, I'm figuring this out as I'm going, so like, I'm gonna be pressing a million buttons and getting it wrong. Don't you worry, your little heads. So for this, I got 4 kind of basic colors. I just wanted to see how it goes for the first little bit, and then I'll start experimenting with all the different types of colors. I got white, black, a teal looking green, and more teal. So I have 3 different colors, but plenty of the teal to start. I thought it was gonna come with a different color, to be quite honest, but I guess it's just the printer in the box, which is perfectly fine, Elegoo, no worries. Still waiting for you to respond to my emails. Not that I'm desperate or anything, because I'm not, I promise. Maybe. So to avoid doing this incorrectly, I'm gonna pause this, watch a quick video by Elegoo, and make sure that I'm doing this in the right way. Okay, so I watched a little bit of a video just to make sure I'm doing it right. I never want to mess this up, and I highly recommend you guys to go check out some other videos of other creators that are doing this very well also. I'm going to start by taking the filament out of the package, and this little piece, this end piece, was put through both these holes, kind of just to hold it in place. And this one should have an RFID chip on it, so this machine should be able to recognize it from the beginning. Let's check. The machine is saying to align the filament tag with the canvas reading area, which is up there on this little sensor up here. I'll be a little handsy today. So we should hear a beep. This might not be RFID, or if it is, it's messed up. Who knows? Okay, so that's a little disappointing, I'm not gonna lie. Again, learning. Then it says to tap edit on the filament page and manually fill in the filament information, including brand, type, color, then save. So we're gonna hit position 1, edit. And we are loading Elegoo. So let's do the drop down of the brand, Elegoo. So PLA plus, that stuff looks good temperature wise. I'm just gonna leave the defaults right now because I don't wanna mess with it and mess up any of the prints. So I'm gonna hit, selected the color white, hitting confirm. So It says we now have PLA loaded into slot 1. And there are small numbers up here on the canvas indicating which slot goes where. So I'm gonna feed slot 1 with the white. What's cool about this is it's supposed to grab as soon as it gets into the machine here. Yep. I don't know if you heard that little motor, but it's grabbing the filament and it's feeding it through automatically. That's lovely, folks. It's a little bent weird, but that's all right. We'll make it work. So that one is loaded. That's awesome. Let's open our next color. All right, now we got the black. Same thing, PLA plus from Elegoo. I don't believe that this one has an RFID either, but we're gonna check just to make sure. None in this one. So again, here is where the end of the filament is hooked onto the actual casing, just to keep it in snug and secure. I'm gonna have white in 1, black in 2, feeding it into the canvas. The light lit up, it recognized it, and it is prepping. So brand, Elegoo, PLA plus, select the color as black, and then keep the default nozzle temperatures that they have here. I don't want to change that, I don't want to mess it up again. Hit confirm. We're gonna have white and black loaded onto the machine in slot 1 and 2, respectively. That's so much fun. On to our third color. They call it sea green. And yes, there is a difference between sea green and teal. Teal is a bit more blue. So this one does have the RFID on it, and it's indicated by the label that says RFID. How convenient for that. Lucky you. All right, we're gonna put this one in spot 3. So I've selected 3 on the machine. I'm gonna hold this up to the thing until it gives me a little beep. Huzzah! It beeped. RFID identified this filament as PLA, green, sea green, yes. 'Tis the truth. Please select which slot to apply the current filament to. I'm gonna put this one in 3, gonna hit confirm. I'm popping that puppy onto there, feeding it into the canvas. Canvas has flashed on the machine and recognized the filament. Wow, it just did something different. Okay, so I apparently did not feed these in very far before. Or maybe I did, because it just grabbed it and pulled. Lovely, lovely. And it's still going. Weird. I'm gonna just let it do its thing. Not gonna push it anymore. Tell me if I'm doing something wrong, because I really wanna know so I don't break my brand new machine. Since I don't have a 4th color, I'm gonna put another green on there, sea green again. So again, this one does have the RFID chip, and I am gonna load it into spot 4. Okay, so the reason I got this, by the way, this green, is because I'm doing some prototyping and I thought the bright color would be some helpful stuff. Don't know if that's accurate or not, but it'll be fun. I also like the bright sea green. All right, I'm moving you guys over here with me for just a moment. Let's back this pup. Ooh, let's back it out. Feeding this into the machine, like so. Into the canvas we go. All right, notice the light came on and it's automatically starting to unravel that spool. That's great, that's what we wanna see. Let's go to calibration just for funsies. So as this is continuing to calibrate, I'm just gonna say I'm very excited about the next steps for this printer. First FDM printer ever. We have a resin. If you haven't seen those yet, go check those out. I'm gonna stick a little tag up here to the left. That way you guys can see that. It'll be awesome. Now it's just a waiting game. Don't know how long this is gonna take, so I'm gonna leave it there for the moment. All right, so it's not too much longer past the time that I paused the video, where it said it complete, probably about 5 minutes or so. So this is all done calibrating. It's all ready to start doing its thing. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go into the files that are already built on the machine here. And I'm going to, let me get this closer for you. I'm going to go into the files here, where the little file folder is. I'm gonna hit the boat. What I want to do is, there is white, black, and then there's green here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna select the different PLAs. So where there's gonna be red, I'll just do that, and where there would be blue, I'll put white. I'm not sure what any of these options do, but hey, guess what? We're going in blind because that's what we do around here. So I'm very excited to see how this turns out. I'm gonna hit print, and let's see what she does. Preheating, I see. This is it right there on the screen. It'd be helpful if I read the thing. So it looks like there's a fan here for fan speed. There's a light on here for like a little indicator light or interior light. Shows what colors are loaded. I can hit pause or stop. It's showing current temperatures and extruder temperature, or I'm sorry, the nozzle temperature. Maybe ambient temp as well. Huh, these are fascinating things. So it says this print will be about 41 minutes, and that's okay. Because I'm just gonna stop filming and go to bed, and we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna look a little bit hot and bothered in the morning because it's gonna be about 3 o'clock when I wake up to film the rest of this video. So I'm not waiting 41 minutes to go to bed. I'm gonna catch some Z's, catch a flight, and I will see you in a few seconds for you guys, but in a few hours for me. Bye. Okay, so it's not been hours. It's been about 2 minutes. I was still in my garage here working on my phone for a minute, checking some texts that I got from my cousins, and it started doing some stuff, so I turned the camera back on. It says homing and preheating. Ooh, there's a little bit of a poop on the board there. Fascinating. I see. So I tried grabbing number 2. Number 2 was not in all the way. Let's try again, shall we? Okay, so now I got a flashing red light on number 2. What does that mean? Tell me, printer, what does that mean? Okay, so it finally gave me an error code. It's not really a code per se, but it gave me a little pop-up box. Filament detection failed at the tool head. Filament may be jammed, try removing it manually, which is what I did. So now I'm going to try to reinsert into a device. Huzzah! We are rolling with the punches now. That was beautiful. Lesson learned, folks. Don't go in there with nasty filament. Okay, so I'm not gonna say that there's a right and a wrong way to do this. I think I put my first one on backwards. It just makes sense the way it's spooled up. Because I'm, again, a noob. It is doing something it didn't do before. Progress, folks, progress. So now that I actually put it in properly, what it's doing is nozzle heating. It's gonna check the filament position, cut the filament, unload current filament, load new filament, flush out old filament. And that's a 6-step process, it looks like. And now that it actually grabbed it properly, the spool is turning, as you guys can see here. So I'm very excited that worked. Problem, crisis averted, just by a little bit of trial and error. Again, I'm new at this. I've never done this before. I feel like I broke my machine the first time just by looking at it. But I'm very grateful that it's working properly. Elegoo, I'm just gonna say this. Elegoo products are very user-friendly if you are willing to do a little bit of, what's the word I'm looking for? Trial and error, troubleshooting, that's the good word. Troubleshoot your stuff. If you need to, look online somewhere. It's gotta be online somewhere. Okay, so this is saying failed to feed filament from canvas to extruder. The filament may be tangled or spool is jammed. Hit continue. Okay, so I've loaded to, I don't think it's made its way all the way in yet. Whoa. Whoa, pause. I see a problem, yes I do. The tube came out, folks. That's a thing that happens. I'm bringing this back in because that tube was not connected. That's Tony's fault right there. We're gonna get good and inside this machine here for just a second. So I'm gonna go hands-on with y'all. So what happened is it looks like this tube was not fully in the machine all the way here towards the print head, which problematic when you're trying to run filament into the print nozzle. That said, we're gonna do it again, attach the hose properly this time, hopefully, and go from there. Give me a sec. I'm doing this video with one camera, so bear with me. Making sure the other three are in nice and snug as well, because I don't want to create the same problem that we had before. Now that we're here, I'm going to re-feed the filament. All right, I grabbed it, moving through the tube. It's right about there. Gonna hit continue. Assuming it's check, making its way through the tube. Let's keep following, keep following. That's super cool, by the way. All right, it is in the machine. Holy cow, past the point of no return. So great, our red light went away. It says loading completed, hitting confirm. Awesome, so let's go back into the print, hit home. I'm gonna reload my white just because. Okay, loading completed, great. Now that I'm doing the right steps, I'm gonna do the same thing with all the other two greens that I missed earlier. Wow, now that we're all good, we're gonna hit play and resume. Whoa! Okay, so this dingus ran out of space in the last memory card. All that to say, I haven't missed much. It took less than 30 seconds to pop in a new one. And it's starting to do its thing. I wanna show you guys. Let's do a little zoomy zoom. Y'all, this is it. The first print on the FDM. I'm so excited, folks. By the time I wake up, there's gonna be a boat. Anyway, thanks for hanging with me so far. I'm gonna go get some shut-eye. When I wake up, I'm gonna check on the printer, make sure everything printed properly, and I'll be back to finish the video. All right, good morning, everyone. Just woke up, and I can't be more excited. First of all, to be flying to Chicago, because that's where I'm from. Not like Chicago proper, Chicagoland, okay? Second reason I'm very excited is because after letting this print go, it did it. I'm fairly confident with full success. It said complete, 47 minutes, 46 seconds. And that's what that says right there, right yonder. There's the build plate, folks. That is uber exciting. This is the first print on this machine, and this is like groundbreaking because it's from my baby girl. So this is something I wanted to print in resin in a previous video, but was advised against it, especially after the project broke. What happened was it fell off the build plate. I don't know if it was too heavy or the layer curing was not long enough. During that first process, I don't know what the issue was. I think it had something to do with that. But I'm so excited for this. Let's get it off the build plate. Guys, I've seen folks bend them. So satisfying. Anyway, all that to say, super proud of this little guy. Now I'm very curious to see if he floats. I guess I'll find out from bath time. Hopefully I can get a lovely picture of my daughter's reaction when she wakes up and finds this. Glad you guys are here to witness it with me. Even though it's buku early where I am. It's not even 4 o'clock in the morning yet, and I'm leaving in about 10 minutes to go for this flight. And my dogs are playing in the background. Oh man, what a journey, what a journey. All that to say, I'm glad you guys are here with me doing this. While this is a passion project and something I've wanted to do for a while now, I'm glad I'm doing it for myself, but I'm also doing it for you guys. For those who are eager to start 3D printing on their own, or who are hesitant or scared, or any kind of like reservations like I've had, I just want to show you that if a little crazy person like me can be doing this, then really anyone can do it. So here's to happy trails, happy sailing. Hopefully you guys get some smooth waters out there with 3D printing. And I'll see you in the next one. If you guys enjoyed this content, go ahead and hit that like button. And if you have not yet followed along for the journey, go ahead and hit subscribe. Love to have you along. Anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.